Hello and welcome to a very special battle report today. New data slate time. That means new Drukhari, new points, new detachment, new everything. The Dark Kin. Let's dive into the game.
The Dark Kin.
Hello and welcome to today's battle report. We've got the Custodes playing against the Drukhari with a new balance date update. New points, new detachment that I get to try out, and everything. So let's dive into the armies. Let's just jump into the action and look at the mission. As you can see here, set up and ready to go. Today's mission is mission I believe. Hammer and Anvil, taken hold, hidden supplies. So holding objectives, lots of objectives, and a hammer and anvil deployment. And here we have 2,000 points of brand new splintery goodness. Bringing in the Tres Hermanos. That's right, 3 Archons to lead the fray. We have Archon Skari, who's the warlord. We have Archon Skari's double, which is not the warlord. And then we have My Face is Your Face Archon. Now, this is a classic model from back in the day, and I'm really excited to run him. He's got the Nightmare Shroud as an enhancement, which is a great new enhancement that lets you, the turn you get out of a transport, you cannot be overwatched, which is awesome. Okay, then we have 3 Mandrakes. They're pretty standard in the list. I did bring a Beast Pack Master again, because the beasts are just incredible. Then we also have 3 units of Incubi. Why? Because an Archon can join them now. Oh yeah, Archon joining Incubi, baby. It's about freaking time. And of course, this is the new Splinter Detachment, where when you disembark from a transport, all your weapons that are ranged get ignore cover, and in combat you charge, you get Lance, +1 to wound. I'm hoping that really makes the Incubi worth their weight in gold, with the change to pain tokens, where now if you also get a pain token in combat, you get +1 AP. Very excited to try that out and see how that works. Really, really pumped. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Can you tell I'm excited? I'm really excited. I've got a Kronos on the list because why not? We do have the 3 units of Scourge. That's like mandatory almost at this stage. 3 units of Kabalite Warriors with Dark Lance, Blaster, all the good stuff. 10 Witches. Now I've decided to try them out, see how it goes. But I'm thinking they're going to be pretty cool. And then 6 Venoms. That's it. All 6 of my Venoms have come out to play. And there you have it, 2,000 points of new splintery, delicious raiding goodness with the Tres Hermanos layouts, which I'm gonna coin that right now. The 3 brothers. That's right. There you have it, folks. Have a fantastic. Let's see what my opponent has brought.
So introducing the Custodes with their new data slate update, we have 3 units of Wardens. First unit is led by a Blade Champion with the Veiled Blade enhancement. Second unit, another Blade Champion, just stock by himself. Third unit is a Shield Captain with a Spear. We have 1 unit of Guardians, 4 Spears, 1 with the shield, sword, and he's got the banner. We're also led by Miss Kyria Draxus. We have 4 Sisters with Bolters inside of a Rhino. With the extra points I've gained, I decided to add the Rhino in, 75 points, and the Veiled Blade on this Blade Champion. And we have 2 Caladius Grav Tanks.
The score brought to you by MiniWargamingForge.com. Check them out. Order one of these really cool multiple plastic things with Skari dice even. We're going to do primary score, secondary score, our turn, our CP, all on this handy dandy tracker. And here we are after deployment. I think I had more things to deploy than you.
Yeah. Couple more.
Okay, awesome. So you have put 1 unit of
Wardens
into strategic reserve.
with a Shield Captain.
With a Shield Captain. You put another unit of Wardens here. You put Kyria Draxus with the can't shoot me thing here. Then you've got Little Rhino with the Sisters of Silence. We've got the 2 Caladius Craft Tanks over here. And you got the other unit of Wardens with another Blade Champion here. Is that the one with the big sword?
Yeah.
Big sword guy. Yeah. Then 1 unit is in strategic reserve. Just ready to run up. This is a relatively open table. I'm not really, like this is layout number 2. We randomly determined what the layout would be. And for Hammer and Anvil, there's like lots of lanes just straight down the table. Okay. Games Workshop, what are you doing? Okay. So I decided to deploy 10 Scourge. I've got 6 Venoms right here with a variety of goodies. It's just so much stuff. A Chronos. I've got my Warlord Archon with his Incubi on the board because I want to make sure his Vect is on the table. And I split my Witches into 2 units of 5. So one is in Strategic Reserve as well as 2 units of 5. I've got 1 unit of 5 there to sticky that home objective and then just start moving up so I don't have to worry about putting stuff on objectives. And I did put a little sort of like harassment force over here to just jump down this line and potentially shoot down that way. Other than that, that's it. I've got my beasts ready to run up and move block or hide behind a building and survive, hopefully. So with that, let's dive into the first turn. Let's roll off. See who goes first. Winner has to go first. I rolled 4. 2. You rolled a 2. It's Drukhari turn. Numero 1. Sky Splinter Assault. Let's go. My first cards are Capturing the Outpost and Overwhelming Force. Well, there you go. I did scout up my beasts, which if you didn't have so much on the objective, I could potentially get Overwhelming Force. That's still a possibility depending on how much OC is on there. So Rhino I think is 2, and a Calais Scrap Tank might be 3 or 4. So I'd have to like see what I can do about it. It might be possible, maybe, we'll see. I'll try and orchestrate this if it's possible. I'm gonna try and do it. Because that would be a nice 8 points turn 1, and that's why I love my little beast pack, because they just run off the board and tag an objective. Other than that, I think there's no rest for the wicked. I'm literally going to move my fleet of Venoms this way and just try and nuke that unit. And if I can, that'd be great. Kind of stop the pressure up my flank here, and it gives me big pressure here to overwhelm this little unit, army right here. Other than that, that's the plan. We'll come back and see if it worked. And here we are after movement. It feels like I'm moving a swarm. That's what it feels like. I just moved up all my Venoms over here. They're probably all going to die, but it feels fantastic.
It looks terrifying.
Brandon's like, oh my gosh, they're coming.
There's so much. What do I even shoot at?
The little beast pack. By the way, beast packs are great. I'm going to try and take that out and then charge and then try and get like multiple OC on there. So that's like the plan. I also have to shoot some Wardens. I've got some Dark Lawns that can shoot another Calais Scrap Tank. Like I'm just literally just swarming. I'm swarming. My Warlord Archon has moved up with his Incubi in the middle. I moved up the Cavalite Warriors to sticky that objective for some primary. This Venom moved out. They popped out of their Venom in order to... Actually, I should probably pop them out too. I'm going to pop them out like this. Only because they get ignore cover when they get out of their transport. So they're just going to pop out because they can't, like, just in case you get cover like there or you get cover over there, whatever. I'm just going to make sure you don't get cover by getting out of my trunk. And guess what? I can get back in the Venom after. Yay!
Yay, rules.
Yay, rules. Okay, so with that, let's go to the shooting phase. Put your bets down now, folks. How many can I kill? It is a 4-up involve. So it's like, you know, it's you usually pass a few.
Couple.
Right? Yeah, couple. So it is the plight of the 4-up. It either works or it doesn't. Yeah. There's no middle ground. No. Okay, so would you like to pop any Warden saves?
I'm going to pop my Feel No Pain on these guys for the shooting phase.
Makes sense. I love it. Okay. End of the shooting phase. Dun, dun, dun. I did 2 damage over here. Not as much as I could have, but my Catalyst decided to miss a lot. But that's okay. And then over here, though, I did kill 3 of the Wardens through the Feel No Pain, which is a big deal.
They felt some pain today.
They definitely felt some pain. Now I'm going to charge. I also put 8 damage on this, so he's got 6 remaining.
Ouch. So
I'm going to go ahead and just charge my Beast Pack. They're just going to charge into the Calais Scrap Tank and just try and take it down.
Here
and
we
if
go.
they do, that'll be an Overwhelming Force and a Capture Enemy Outpost. Ooh. 6 damage, though, through high toughness. I need my Claude Fiend to really pull through. If he can do that. Yeah, if he can do that, that'd be great. So after the charge, I did spend a pain token. Oh, I didn't kill it. It's got 3 wounds left.
So close.
However, pain tokens give +1 AP in combat now.
Yeah.
Which really made these birds amazing. Like, it made this Beast Pack do way more than it should have with the little crap stuff. Oh, that was really fun. Okay.
Ouch.
Okay. So with that, let's go to the scoreboard. Well, I didn't get capture or overwhelming force. That's okay. I'm just going to use it for a CP because I really like CP in this list. And I want to use a lot of different CPs. All my little guys got back into their venoms at the end of the turn or the fight phase. So all the Cavalites hop back into their venoms, and it is now Custodes' turn. Number 1. So here we go. Storm hostile objective. Take an objective away from me. So one of the 2 that I own. And assassinate, which just happens to be a Beastpack Master. Well, it was nice knowing you, Beastpack Master.
You say that now.
1 in 16 that you get it on the first turn. That's always the risk. I always, as soon as I throw the Beastpack up, the Beastmaster is the first model to die in that unit, so that I can just like take away assassination as an option if they survive later. Yeah. But when you draw it turn 1, it is what it is.
What do you do?
Okay, so with that, let's dive into your turn, your movement. You owe me some battle shocks, and we'll come back off to movement.
So this Warden unit moved up, because I just have to try to contest some primary next turn. This unit of Guardians moved up to tag the middle objective, and we're also going to see if we can do something about these birds that like to blow up my tanks.
They want to blow up.
They're trying to blow up the tank.
They're trying to just go into the intakes and make it explode.
This unit of Wardens moved up to grab this objective. Caladius moved up to get some shots onto one of these Venoms over here to get some payback.
I know. And then what I did over here is as soon as you moved within 9 of one of my Venoms, one of the new stratagems, spend a CP, move a transport 6 inches. So I moved that Venom that way. Not because I wanted it, because I could have moved it back and stopped you from shooting me, but I want this Venom to be here. Number 1, if you want to charge the Venom, it brings your whole Warden unit out into the open. And number 2, if you do kill this Venom, the Cavalite Warriors disembark 3 inches here and now in a much better position to go and get like engage on all fronts or capture enemy outposts or go and contest that objective over there. So it just puts them in a much better position for next turn. And then if you want to, you can kill it. And it's more like bait. But I really like having access to a really cool reactionary stratagem like that. Oh, this is so cool. I'm like a child in a candy store. We're back off to the shooting and fight phase. So in the fight phase, those guards just came in and murdered all the stuff, getting you assassinate. You did shoot a few of them. And then this Calais grab tank decided he had beef with one of my Venoms and blew it sky high. And the Clavex died in the ensuing explosion because I took 2 mortal wounds. You decided not to take the bait and charge out. So you're gonna force me to weasel my way in there to try to do some damage.
You got to come to me.
And they still have their Fora.
Yeah.
So that's going to be very interesting as well. So with that, let's dive into the scoreboard, and then it's my turn, number 2. Okay, so you're going to discard Storm Hostile Objective. You do get Assassination. Oh, the Custodes get the lead.
Yay!
Yay! There was much rejoicing. And then we got turn 2. You go up to 2. I go up to 3. And I will get 10 primary points as I hold 2 of the objectives. Okay, so with that, let's dive in to my turn and cards. So my cards are going to be Defense Strongholds. That's not bad.
Very
and
nice.
Heliport Homers, which is good. End of the movement phase. Wow, there's a lot of stuff to move in this army. So the Mandrakes back here, just zoning out the whole back of the board. Make sure nothing could deep strike or rapid ingress, right? Because when you have an army that rapid ingresses, you need to zone out as much as you can before you do like fire and fades and things like that, because they can like jump on you, right? So you have to be careful. One of the things I did do to prevent rapid ingress onto this objective was I had to sacrifice the Scourge to make sure that the 9-inch bubble was outside of the objective, to make sure that he can't like put another unit on that objective to hold primary. So it does allow me to have a good chance at killing the guys on that objective and then taking it with the Scourge. I did put the Incubi in the Venom that lost their Sergeant, and they moved up in the middle to just push the rapid ingressing Wardens that did come in behind there. And I did have another Venom over here that disembarked this unit here. The Witches jumped out of their Venom that then got filled with Incubi. It was like a whole bunch of just everything. This moved up over here. They got off onto this little crate so they can see back here, but they can also see that way. They also got onto the objective, so now I have 20 OC on this objective to make sure I just stop you from holding that. So it brings you down to a 10 at best, which keeps the primaries close. Then, with the new stratagems, this Archon, this Venom was way back here. Move the Venom up, disembark the unit, and now spend a CP so they can charge now.
Oh boy.
He also has the Nightmare Shroud, so no overwatching that Archon when he jumps in. Awesome. And then these Mandrakes came over here, and they're going to press deployment zones. So in terms of defense stronghold, I'm pretty sure I should be able to defend it by the end of the turn. I put enough stuff in the way. And I should be able to deploy teleport homers. So it's all about just trying to like take away pieces that my opponent can use, like Brandon can use for later in the game. So I'm going to try and finish off the Gladius Grav Tank. I'm going to try and potentially kill that. But my priority is that and this. So we'll see. Are you going to pop your 4-up or are you going to wait?
They're going to pop their 4-up right now.
Okay.
No better time.
Anybody else?
Nope, just them.
Okay, not the one that has just come down with the captain. That cannot advance and charge that unit because there's got a
Correct,
captain.
yeah.
Okay.
No blade champ.
Okay, so let's go into the shooting phase. We'll come back. But all in all, I cannot wait to talk about this list after in the post-game show because I've played 1.5 turns and I already know how I want to change my list.
Yeah.
Because awesome. Because I'm out of paint tokens. That's probably the main thing I've noticed is paint tokens are really good now.
Really good.
And I just want so many, but I don't have enough. Oh no, I never thought I'd say this. Well, the art of the 4-up is strong with this one. Nothing, I didn't do much damage here. Killed one, put a wound on another.
Yep.
I did use a grenade stratagem, so I'm down to 1. You very wisely haven't used any CP to keep the fights first in the back pocket. I was able to kill that unit of Wardens, though. It was barely. This unit of Catalite Warriors got out and popped off some shots thanks to the ignore cover. The Splinter Cannon went through, did some really good damage there.
Huge play.
And then, of course, the Scourge were able to pop on that objective after killing no one because you popped every 4-up. The other Scourge unit was able to kill that Gladius Grav Tank and then popped behind the terrain, which does mean I have 2 pain tokens in the bank. Now, let's zoom into this part of the battlefield where I have an Archon and there's Wardens. I'm going to charge.
Let's go.
You can't overwatch me.
No.
Which is good. But you're going to save your CP anyway. The biggest issue is, if I was playing a tournament, charging is not, take note, not the right choice in this situation. Because you have fights first. I can force a battle shock. If you fail the battle shock, you can't fight first. Yeah. But that's a gamble. Yeah. I'm just going to do it for fun. We're going to film it. You fail a battle shock, I fight you. That'd be great.
It'd be great. It'd be great. Everyone wants to see it.
In a tournament, don't do this. Why? Because I'm already contesting this objective, pulling you down to 5 points on primary. So I don't need to do anything. Yeah. Right? Just cut your losses. If you didn't do damage, don't charge. You get to fight me. I stop you primary. That's like a tangible change in points. The charging here is bravado, doesn't do anything for the game other than it's fun.
For everyone watching.
That's right. This is all for you folks. So I'm going to charge in, and then we'll come back when it's time to take e-battle shock test.
Let's be honest. They want to see it.
Okay. Let's just make sure your mic is on. Yep. Okay. It's battle shock time, baby. I've charged in. You have a leadership of 6.
Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They fail, and they cannot fight first.
It's huge.
Let's go, Incubi. Let's go. My face is your face. No!
Oh, yes, for the Emperor.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this is bad. Okay, that's going to be fun regardless. Well, let's see how many of my guys survive. Maybe not so many. Maybe not so many. Oh, well, that's it. I did 18 wounds from just the Wardens, and Archon Skari failed his 10th Shadow Field save. But he did. Well, not Archon Skari. Archon Skari's over there. But he did die. See, as I said, it was that's what would have happened. So at least if I wouldn't have charged, you would have had to shoot them or charge them in your turn, that sort of thing. So,
and I had to use the CP.
Correct. And you used 2 CP for that. So with that, it is on to the scoreboard. So here we have it. I still have 1 CP. You have 0 because you spent all your CP. I do get 5 secondary points for deploy teleport homers, bringing the tie up to a tie. Very nice. And I'm currently working on defending my stronghold as we move into your turn number 2. Now, you only hold 1 of the objectives, so you will get a 5 on primary here. As just eking away ever so slowly. And let's see what we get for your secondaries. And we each get a command point. So you go 1, you're going to draw your cards. And I have 2 now. Attempting target and getting behind enemy lines. Not the easiest secondaries here. And I shall very much tempt you with this target.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, come get it.
Cool.
Okay.
So what I'm thinking is there's a lot of wounds in front of me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take out everything. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to have to just try to hold 1, 2, and maybe have the tank come up here. He will probably be able to kill them. The tank might be able to come up, hold this. If I hold this, then I might be able to hold 1, 2, and 3. Get my 15 on primary because secondary is not really a Custodes thing. So we're going to see if we can hold these 3 down and go from there.
I love it.
The first thing we did in the command phase was revive one of the wardens back to this unit. These guys got a lot around them and they're going to need some help trying to deal out some damage. So the best way for me to spend my CP is basically just bring another guy back. This blade champ moved around. He's going to try to take out some scourges and see if we can hold this objective. The tank moved up to just tag the objective, get some more OC on there, and then get some shots down into the middle here. This unit of guardians moved up, grabbing this objective. We're going to try and take out this venom, see what we can do. And the shield captain's unit moved up out of this building. Going to go after this venom. See if we can kill some of these naughty Eldar.
And then the Custodes came out to play. Now they're really shooting stuff. So I lost that unit of Scourge with shooting. I lost that Venom. I lost that unit of Scourge there. And almost the entirety of this unit of Scourge with Drax's out of line of sight gun. Lots of guns. Now we'll do some charges. Oh, I did lose 1 Mandrake here. And almost the entire cavalry squad here. That's a lot of tools. The Custodes just being really upset at the Drukhari. But that's kind of how this army plays. You just lose your entire army. And that's just how it goes. You are going to try and charge. You're going to charge there. You're going to charge there. And then you're going to charge the Venom, these witches as well. So with that, let's take a look at it and come back after the turn is done. End of the turn. Wow, they came back a swinging. So killed that Venom. The Incubi and Archon got out. Then you decide to tag the Incubi. And they killed 2 Custodians at almost a third. Like almost killing more than half the squad with the Archon. Over here, nothing happened. Over here, nothing happened. Other than me losing another Venom, which is, I lost a lot that turn. But with that, though, it is the scoreboard phase. So let's go to the scoreboard. So you did not get either behind or tempting. Correct. So are you keeping them, getting rid of them, holding them?
I'll get rid of...
Behind enemy lines.
Yeah.
Are you keeping the tempting target? You want
yeah.
to get rid of that as well?
I'm a little close. I might be able to.
Okay, so you're going to use, get a CP for that. I successfully defend my stronghold from the Custodes onslaught, bringing me up to 8 secondaries. Very low scoring game so far. With that, we go into battle round number 3. Now you get a command point, bring it up to 2. I get a command point, bringing me up to 2. And my Mandrakes, I'm going to keep the 1 Mandrake unit on the board next to those sisters that you have in the corner. The other 2 are going back into the shadows. I'm going to get engaged on all fronts and secure no man's land. So hold 2 objectives in no man's land. It's putting some pressure on me to do that, or I can do a mini one as well. Okay, so is it possible? Let's see. We'll come back. I owe you a couple of battle shock tests. So battle shock test on that Cavalite. He is battle shocked. He's very scared. A battle shock test on these Cavalites. They're okay. And that is all she wrote. And here we have after the movement phase. So essentially moved up, I put 12 OC on that objective, which does mean it will not be able to get turned into a Custodes objective. I've decided to move some stuff around, and I'm going to try get some charges onto here to basically pull that one down. But right now you're at a 15, unless I can stop that one and or this one. This one's the important one, then I can drop you down to a 10, because I can't really stop this one. Your game plan's solid. I'm just basically going to try and do as much damage to Drax's unit, damage to this, see if I can pull it off. You have 1 big brick that you have left, maybe stick to the objective and move on from there. But I have so many little units, as soon as you leave objectives, I'll just steal it away again.
Yeah.
It is turn 3, so there's still like lots of game left. But it's nice to have little units that bounce around, and they're just really annoying. I'm going to try and kill them, potentially do something there, and then I've got engaged. I've got like Cavalites over here. I've got Mandrakes and Witches back here. I've got Mandrakes and Cavalites over here. I've got the Scourge getting ready. It's just fantastic. I did make and pass a battle shock test on the Scourge as well. So with that, there you have it. Let's go into the shooting phase. I don't know what I can do here. Hopefully, more than I've done the first couple of turns. Honestly, paint tokens right now have been my biggest issue.
Yeah.
It's crazy how I miss having the 4 or 5 that I started with before.
They're
so
really good. Yeah,
I'm going to have to figure out how to fit in more paint tokens. However, I'm really loving the Archons in the Incubi units. Yeah. And because you're not on an objective, it's the prime time for me to try to do something about it.
Yep.
If not, I just die, which is kind of how this works against Custodes anyway. So let's see what we can do. Well, shooting phase. I killed one guy here with poison. I killed one guy there, and one's left with 1 wound. You passed your involves again, you sly fox. And then tried to put a couple armor saves to kill like 1 there, but that did not matter in the slightest. So we're into the charge phase. This is important, very important. So we're going to do it on camera. I did kill some there, so these mandrakes are going to charge in there. They make it. Okay, so they're going to bounce in there. So they've made it into combat. Then this is probably the next most important. I have 2 9-inch charges. I need to make 1 of these. I'm not using any paint tokens here or anything. I do have a CP reroll if I need a CP reroll. Okay, let's go ahead and do these Cabalites. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Get out of here.
Amazing. So they're going to not actually, I'm not going to charge with them. They're going to stay back there.
No?
Keep lots of distance, ready to bounce around, do things next turn. I love it. Okay, I've got another 9-inch charge over here. But that was the important one, so I'm glad that one happened. Okay, then these witches, will they tie up your blade champion? Oh, so close, but no cigar there. And then we got some charges over here. So that means I can just, although you did not use your 4 Feel No Pain, so you're literally waiting for the 5 phase, which makes sense. And you're going to probably pop the -1 damage, which then really negates the Incubi. But I'm going to run in and try as best I can. Yep. Okay, let's go. We'll come back and show you what it looks like. So here we are. I did charge in my Kronos. She's going to try and just get a body in there. Just make sure it's tie you up at least, whatever I can do. I'm going to use 1 paint token on the Warlord's Archon unit. Do I get it back? I do! So I'm going to give it to this Incubi unit as well. Do I get it back? I do! I'm going to give 1 to the Kronos. Do I get it back? I do! Awesome. So they're all paint token. I'm not going to give 1 to those mandrakes, but I'm going to keep 1 in the bank for next turn because apparently paint tokens be precious resource. So will you start the 5 phase? Do your 4 Feel No Pain?
I'm because as a shield captain, I'm going to do the -1 damage for free, and I'm going to pop my Feel No Pain.
Okay, very cool. I will vect the -1 damage. Cool. So it'll cost you, because my Warlord's still on the table right now. I know might not last very long, but he's going to be there. We'll fight you with them. The Wardens took the hit. They also got sustained, -1 to hit with their kata. Then the Blade Captain or the Blade Sergeant lets you do a second one, so also sustained hits. That -1 damage and -1 hit and the 4 Feel No Pain kept you alive. Although, if he didn't have that, those Incubi would have just slaughtered the entire unit.
Oh, yeah.
However, I did kill 2 and put a wound on another, and now you get to fight me back here. In retaliation, you killed my Warlord's unit, but I did use my Vect. Yes. Okay, that's good. At the end of the fight phase, I'm not going to fall back with anybody, and I'm going to just put them in this Venom just to keep it nice and spacious and alive for now. Okay, so with that, let's go to the scoreboard. Not a bad score for me, but I'm going to run out of models by the end of this. However, I'm really liking this new detachment. First run, Custodes always tough because of the fights first, especially. Wardens are really tough to kill, but and you've made quite a lot of 4-ups, so it's not terrible. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you have Endgame, which is going to really help you on the score, but I was able to drop you down to a 10 for your turn. Anyway, let's go to the score. So you've got Tempting Target in the bank. I will get both Secure and Engage for a 10 points on my secondaries. And we go to your turn 3. I get a command point. You get a command point. You still have a Tempting Target, and you're going to draw another card.
Let's see. Come on, big money.
Bring it down. Kill the 1 Venom and the 1 Kronos I have left on the board.
I'll take it.
I like it. Yep. And then we're going to go ahead and do... this goes up to 10 because you do hold 2 objectives. Yep. Okay, keeping it close. Oh, now you go up to 20 here. Okay, not terrible. Let's do this. Custodes, what are you going to do? Fight. What did you do? End of the movement phase.
Movement phase, we brought a model back into this unit that was fighting the Incubi, because I think I'm going to need a little more firepower to take care of this guy. This unit of wardens with the Blade Champion that was over here, sticky the objective, but hopefully we're going to shoot and kill that guy and still hold the objective. I had tempting target, which is this right here, so these guys are moving up to try to grab that for me. They're also probably going to charge in here if I need and still grab that objective for me. These guys are probably going to shoot back here, get rid of these Calbites, and also probably then charge the guys right in front of them. I'm going to have Draxus use her indirect, hopefully to take care of these mandrakes, because they've been a pain in my backside. And then Mr. Blade Champ over here, I think might be able to take care of those. We'll see.
We'll see. I did spend 1 CP as soon as you got close to that venom to whoop, yeet the venom away to keep him safe. It's like an 11-inch charge, so that kind of shifted them from going that way to this way, which is, I love that little strat. That's really fun. Okay, so with that, shooting phase. Recap time. Shooting. Well, you did kill them, and the mandrakes didn't make a single invul save. That's okay. It happens. Then over here, you shot 3 wounds, 0 saves on the venom, dead. And now you spent a CP to try and keep the venom alive, still dead. Okay, fair enough. The Kabalite warriors just got out on the objective. So now charge phase, and we'll come back after the fights and charges. Well, it's going to be a race. I wonder if I've scored enough before the end of the game. However, you did kill the Kronos, barely, but you did kill the Kronos. You killed both of them with like nothing, which was really good. I did kill these wardens with my Incubi, and then you killed all of the Incubi with just your captain. Oh, and then you literally killed, like, I failed 4 out of 5 invuls on my witches. So I get 1 witch to fight back. She has a pain token. It's 3 attacks. Hitting on 4s because you have your -1 kata. And wounding on 6s because they're only strength 3. But that's it. Nothing there. Okay. With that, onto my scoreboard. So at the end of the turn, you get your tempting target and a mini bring it down. Cool. Brings you up to 13 points here. I think you're going to squeak away with it as we have 2 whole turns left. It's looking mighty slim for the Drukhari. I only have 1 objective here, so I'll get 25 there. And now it's going to be very hard for me to stop you from scoring points. However, my mandrakes are going to... Do I want to put my mandrakes in the sky? No. That mandrake unit's not going in the sky. This one here, I think, is not either. They might be. No, they will be going in the sky, just in case. What am I getting? No prisoners. Kill things. And extend battle lines. Hold 1 in no man's land and 1... Oh, that's not bad. I'll take it. End of the movement phase. So they advanced. I got 3 on there to contest that objective. Archon fell back, taking that objective down. Mandrakes moved on, take that objective. Witch fell back, did not fail battle shock, goes on to that objective. Mandrakes dropped down, going to try and make a charge, hopefully contest that objective. Plan is drop you down to a 5. That's literally, I'm going to try and kill 1 thing with my Dark Lance at the 1 captain. That's, right there. And then I've got a couple more guns here. I've got a blaster. I've got, maybe do something there. And that's it. Then we'll come back and then try do another 9-inch charge. Let's go. I didn't kill the Blade Champion. I mean, the captain with Dark Lances and Blasters. Just didn't happen. So over here, 9-inch charge to try and drop you down on primary. I do have a CP to reroll.
I don't want to look.
Yes, you do, buddy. Let's go. No? Oh. Okay. Reroll. That's where my CP goes. Oh. Come on. Let's go. Yeah. Good job, little Mavericks. Enough to contest. We're going to just tag in there. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Technically, that's supposed to be there. So, tag. Let's go, baby. Yeah, good job. End of the turn. I lost 1 mandrake there. Oof. Even with 3 saves from that Custodes tank. And over here, good. Let's go to the scoreboard. That might keep my head above water. But we'll see. Wasn't able to get no prisoners. I tried, so I'm going to get rid of it for CP. You still have a CP. I get extend battle lines for 5, bringing up to 23 secondary points, which does keep it nice and close. Okay, and then we go to your turn 3. You get a CP. You only get a 5 here, which is big. That actually keeps it relatively close, but you're going to probably get 15 there, which is big as well. And then we get your cards. And that was turn 4. What am I doing? There we go. That was battle round 4. Kill something on an objective and do things on objectives, which works for you. Okay. End of the movement phase. You brought a guy back, moved up. You're going to try to kill those 2 units for overwhelming force. Try to kill that one for overwhelming force. And then you're cleansing with him, just moving him, cleansing. And that's it. Points. Okay, let's do this. End of the turn. So shooting, you just shot them away. Then you charge in and kill both of them. So as we go into the scoreboard, you will get a mini cleanse for 3, and you get an overwhelming force for 5. That's 8 points, bring up to 21 points on secondaries. And with that, we go to turn number 5. Cool. And now, last turn. I get a command point to 2. You have a command point for 2. This is the big money. I actually hold that objective with the Rhino, and I hold this one. This brings me a 10. We're up to 35, which means we will more than likely tie on primary. Whew, tight. Literally that charge for that Mandrake. So that's 5 points there. I am only 2 points down on secondaries. So if I can get 10 points on secondaries, it'd be very, very, very good right now. So let's see what I get. Behind enemy lines. That's going to be 5 points. Yep. And attempting target. You're going to make one of the ones I cannot get attempting target, which means that one gets recycled for a cleanse, which is also one I won't really be able to do at all. Oh, I guess I have objectives, guys, over here. So I could potentially cleanse here, maybe. I don't know. I was hoping for like an investigate signals or something just to get some points. Yeah. So at the end, I'm just going to go here. They're going to go here. I'm going to get my 5 points because that's all I can do. I will get 5. I don't get a cleanse, and I discard it, but that doesn't give me command points because there's nothing I can do about that. And that will give me a 28 points. And then you will draw your 2 cards and see what you get. So you will get 35 at the end. There's nothing I can really do about that. Okay, because you already hold it, and you need both of these cards. Get into the corners and get in the middle, which you can do. You can get into the corners. Have you recycled your cards yet?
I have not. Okay,
so you more than likely will get rid of this. And, oh no! And that will
Victory is ours!
There you go. So he's just going to move over here, get 8 points for that. Is there a chance you can't even get on there? Hold on. So that is a 9. Okay, it's actually a 9. So you need a 10-inch, so you need a 4-inch advance. We'll roll it. You have a CP, so you could potentially re-roll it if you absolutely needed to. You get it. There you go. You got it. Congratulations. So they're going to run over here. And then you get 1, 2, 3 objectives, 15 points, and your area denial, I guess you could just put the little, you can literally put the Caladius in the middle, and that gives you area denial. What a fantastic game, folks. Wow. With that, let's go over to the postgame. Just for following, I go 35 to 35 on primary, 28 to 33 on secondaries, right at the end. Clutch little move card there. And it is a 5-point game for the Custodes. Well, thank you so much for coming down. That was really, really fun. I really enjoyed that game.
I had a blast.
Brand new data slate, brand new detachment. It's definitely a finesse detachment. It's not as like go hard and heavy as the other detachment with the World of Talos. And but man, I can see if you didn't have that Feist first, those Incubi would just wreck stuff. I'm excited to test that. So going into the game, what were your thoughts? Who's your MVP?
My MVP this game has got to be, I think Draxus. I think her indirect fire, I think might have saved me those last couple of points that really.
She killed a lot with that gun, way more than I would have expected. Other than that, my MVP was definitely just MSU in general. MSU is just awesome. I love having lots of little units. I'm gonna have to fiddle with the list a little bit to get more efficiency out of that, but I hope you enjoyed it. Get excited. It's a brand new age of pointy goodness. I'm excited. If you want to come play a game with me, make sure you message me. You can come to the Forge and play a game with me on Mondays. I'm booking into March now, so make sure you head on down if you want to have a game with me. Huge shout out to the channel Patreons, without whom I literally can't do any of this. So thank you so much, And check the links down below for things like the mat and stuff like that as well. On that, thanks for coming down.
See you guys later.
Bye, everybody. The Dark Kin.